Ciao a tutti everybody and welcome to the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza here in the heartland of Italy in the foothills of the mountains, where we're getting set for 4 races in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship. We are now into the thick of the season and the championship is still all up for play. Oh dear me. It's still all to play for. There we go. That's a good start as we head into round 69, 70, 71 and 72. Well, hello everybody. Adam Bath here with Andrew Woodhouse and iRacing World Championship driver Alex Simpson. Andrew, I'll come to you first. I know you haven't got the best of voices, but yeah, Monza. Dear me. Monza. That's one of the fastest tracks we're going to go to on the schedule. And with these Formula Renault cars, it's going to be pretty interesting to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, buonasera, Adam. Hello, everybody.
Very good.
Yeah, it's Monza, isn't it? It's one of the fantastic tracks. It's one of the fastest tracks on the calendar, and I'm sure we're going to see some fantastic slipstream in action in these Formula Renaults. I know Alex loves this place, don't you, mate?
Fantastic circuit. Yeah, I have a lot of fun around here. A lot of fond memories as well. Some great races. So, yeah, not much you need to really say about Monza. Everybody knows it well.
For the championship standings going into this race meeting, it's between David Baker and Martin van Loozenhoorn. Going into this race meeting, you couldn't really get it any much closer. They are a dead heat at the top of the standings, and I presume David Baker is at the top based on consistency.
I'm not seeing the dead heat. There must have been a last-minute change because I'm actually showing Martin 2 points behind on my sheet. But
there we go. Yeah. If it was going to be a dead heat, I'd be almost certain that Van Loozenhoorn would be ahead on the amount of wins that he has, but. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they're at the top. Then Jack Keithley in third with Denton in fourth. Fifth is Samuel Lebert, who's currently second on the grid. Sixth is Jos Honig. Seventh, Christian Rose. Eighth, Stephen Baxter. Ninth, John Godfrey. And 10th is Dom Depke. Over in the AM standings, it is Paul Denton leading Jos Honig. And then third is Christian Rose. Fourth, Stephen Baxter. Fifth, John Godfrey with Depke. Sixth, Josh Thompson. Seventh, Kip Stevens. Eighth, ninth, John McCutchinson. And 10th, Rafe Cullinan. And then in the team standings, well, Faker Simsport Europe running away with it, really. Apex Racing UK second, Apex Academy in third, CQR Club fourth, and Pro Sim in fifth position. And Alex, believe it or not, when we get to race 3, we're going to be halfway through the championship.
Wow. Seems crazy that we're not quite halfway. We've done so many races already. So, but yeah, it'll soon tick by. We'll be in the showdown before we know it.
Showdown where, Andrew, really everything gets reset and we go for the overall championship.
Yeah, of course, those podium credits are going to be very important. And you mentioned Martin van Loozenhoorn, a lot of wins this season, and only going to count positively for him later on. Remember, the more wins, second places and third places you get, the more points you're going to start with when we get to that showdown. It's very, very important.
Jembo Labassi then, currently on provisional pole position. Now, he was racing in the Road Pro Series when we went to Monza at the back end of last season, and that was an unbelievable race.
Yeah, it was. And do you remember there was a collision at the Parabolica, and I believe he was involved in that one. So it was Mac Backham. No, wait a minute. It was Mac Backham and who was it? Remember, it was Mac Backham involved in one, wasn't there?
Mac hit him, didn't he?
It hit Chem. Yeah, that's right. Because Chem took the lead. That's right. So yeah, something Chem would like to get to the end of this race, I think, incident-free. I'll just take you through the starting grid then for round number 69 of the season. Jembo Bassi, as Adam mentioned, pole position for him. Samuel Lebert is alongside him on the front row, with Josh Thompson in third, Jack Keithley in fourth, Christian Rose in fifth, and Stephen Baxter in sixth. Jos Honig is seventh, Tom Depker is eighth, David Baker, championship leader, is ninth, Paul Denton, the AM leader, is 10th, Will Tregurtha is in 11th, John Godfrey 12th, Ryan Littlemore in 13th, good to see Ryan around, Daniel McCauley in 14th, 15th is Martin van Loozenhoorn, 16th Roy Verke, 17th John McCutchinson, 18th Oscar Mangan, and Kip Stevens will be 19th.
Yeah, good to see Ryan on the grid. No time set for Martin van Loozenhoorn, so it's going to be really interesting to see how he fares. However, Alex, I think if we could pick a track where it'd be pretty straightforward to get yourself to the front, then Monza probably is one of them.
Yeah, I would say so. I heard Martin has some problems with his wheel this week, so we'll have to see what happens there. Maybe why he hasn't set a quali time, don't know. He just popped his head into session. Guess we'll see. But yeah. This is going to be a great race, like you say. A lot of slipstreaming going to go on, and one that you can get to the front pretty quickly.
I imagine, Adam, sorry, that Oscar, I imagine he's serving a penalty from the last race which he did, which was probably quite a long time ago now.
Yeah, a very long time ago. In fact, Oscar Mangan hasn't been around for quite a few weeks. I know Alex hasn't watched the Monaco Grand Prix. I was going to drop a similarity to something that happened there, but
you go for it. Don't worry.
I was just going to say it's like Jenson Button getting a 10-place grid penalty for his incident with Verline, and it's nice if he's going to be coming back, is he? So,
he might serve that in 3 years' time if he does another one-off race.
Yeah. Well, race 1 then, it's going to be a 15-minute race. We usually do a timed race for race 1 just to see how many laps we are able to do. And then, yeah, race 2, 3, 4 will all be laps. So we're just waiting for a few cars to get onto the grid now, probably just setting their last few bits on the setup. And then we'll be able to get this opening race of the day underway with 19 cars represented on the grid. And Jembol at Bassi on the pole position. 2 pro drivers on the front row as well, with Cem and Samuel Lebert.
Well,
International feel as well.
Just waiting on Jack Keithley now as well, and looks like Jos Honig as well.
Ryan Littlemore, Verke and Mangan are also yet to take their grid spots. Keithley has taken his now.
We're not sure what's going on with the paints. Apparently none of them are loading, but they're all in there, so not doing well with the paints, are we?
Not been that sort of series.
Getting ready to go then for the opening race of the day in the British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship here at Monza.
Green, green, green.
Runs away. Good start by Jembol at Bassi, but can he hold off Samuel Lebert by the time we get to the first corner? Lebert will pick up a good amount of slipstream by the time we get there. 3 wide behind them. That's Keithley, Thompson and Christian Rose. Rose trying to forge a path on the outside as we go into the Rettifilio. Hard on the brakes into the Rettifilio for the first time. It's Jembol at Bassi, then Lebert. Then round the outside goes Jack Keithley. He's able to get ahead of Josh Thompson. And then it's Stephen Baxter who's got past Christian Rose as well. Good start by Will Tregerfer. He's up 3 positions too. David Baker where he is in 9th. And John Godfrey also up 2 positions. The worst starter was definitely Tom Depker, who has lost 3 positions, but now going through Curva Grande and on our way to the Della Roggia. Jembol at Bassi has the best possible getaway, Alex.
Yeah, good start from Cem. Had to do a little bit of defending, but did that well. Held on to the
off goes Paul Denton over the grass at the Della Roggia, and then someone else spun as well.
Oh no.
In fact, there's 2 spinners, and there's 2 Epic Racing Academy cars. One is Josh Thompson, and the other was Daniel McCauley.
We haven't seen Macaulay for a little while, so good to see him back in the car. But yeah, Denton around as well.
Josh Thompson, who I spoke to him earlier on today, and he said that he was going to take the careful approach. Well, I didn't see what happened to him there, and but he's still gunning for that AM Championship. I'm not sure if he gets some help coming out of the Della Roggia. It looks like
who's that? Big someone all over the place. I think that might have been Honig. Yeah. Lost it.
Godfrey spun.
Another one, that is John Godfrey on the exit of the Ascari chicane. Big one, as Alex was saying, going into the very anti-Ascari. And Jos Honig, who started 7th on the grid, best opening lap at all.
Yeah, it was Honig who lost it initially, and then a lot of people crashing into them, avoiding action as well.
And losing odd minus the nose cone, Alex.
Yeah, I think Martin must have got caught up in that incident.
Off the lead then, Samuel Lebert versus Jembol at Bassi as we go over the start-finish line and into the Rettifilio to start lap 2, and the Apex Racing UK car hits the front.
Yeah, Samuel Lebert is in the last few weeks, hasn't he? And to the front here at Monza, first row qualifying position. And don't rule out Jack Keithley there, lurking in the background. Is there some bump drafting going on? I can't quite see whether there is.
On the most conventional cars do a bit of bump drafting in, but whatever gets you quicker down the straights, as long as they don't do it in the corners. Christian Rose passed Stephen Baxter into the Della Roggia.
I think that's defence from Baxter, Adam. I think he's going to have to do so again here.
Into Lesmo 1, into Lesmo 2, the 2 90-degree right-handers around this Monza circuit. Top 10 is rounded out by Will Tregurtha, who's now in 6th. 7th is Martin van Loosenhoort, who has gained 8 positions since the start of the race. And then it is Ryan Littlemore in 8th position, Hutchinson in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Josh Thompson after that spin on the opening lap of the race.
Very good start from Ryan, actually. Out of trouble, kept the car clean, and his reward is 5 places.
Oscar Mangan didn't take the start, and Jos Honig is the only car that's fallen by the wayside here. So it looks like he won't be eligible for the reverse grid for race 2. But Cembala Bassi closing back up again as we head down the back straight and into the Parabolica. You can see that runoff area on the outside. For many years that gravel trap has claimed so many victims, but not too many these days due to that reprofiling of the final corner.
Yeah, it's still a tricky corner, isn't it? Still easy to run wide and lose time. Just a quick word on John Godfrey after the spin he suffered at the Ascari chicane. It looks like he's picked up absolutely 0 damage.
Yeah, very, very close. Yeah. Tucked up in the slipstream. Decided not to go for it at all there, so I don't know why. Definitely had the opportunity to duck out, but yeah.
Speeds of 150 miles an hour down that front straight.
Maybe he thinks he can't get away.
We're just biding his time.
Yeah.
We've got 10 minutes to go here.
We see it a lot in the MotoGP, don't we? That riders will do that. They know they can probably make a move, so they had to hold back and conserve the bike in that case, and maybe that's what Bullet Bassi is doing with his car.
Briefly, only about a second behind Cembala Bassi, but that battle for 4th shows no signs of slowing down just yet. Christian Rowe still holding back Stephen Baxter. Will Tregurtha was quicker than Baxter on that last lap, so he could probably close onto the back of them. However, Alex, the slipstream, how much is it worth usually around this track in a follow around?
Yeah, pretty decent to be fair. If you're within that half a second sort of window, you can gain that much in lap time easily. So.
Will Tregurtha, of course, bags of talent, bags of experience. Oh, bags of sideways there. Lots of opposite lock. Through Ascari, Alex, that looked pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I'm just taking a quick look at a couple of little battles out there at the minute, so I was just having a very quick look in typical fashion at Rose and Baxter. I think Baxter could be lining up a possible overtake this time as well, just quarter of a second as they go through the Parabolica.
Front straight they go, then you can see going over to the inside there as they come over the timing line. First fastest laps coming in here. Bullet Bassi versus Lebert as well for the lead, and it looks like that Cem is going to head back to the front going into the Rettifilio. Indeed he does. So Cembala Bassi hits the front again, Lebert second, Keith Lee third, and it looks like Christian Rose has been passed by Stephen Baxter as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, no problem for Baxter there, and for Jem decided that it was go time. Get it done.
Ain't really that big
Keith
crash.
Lee dropping back of 1.5 seconds, just hasn't quite got the same pace as the front 2 at the minute.
Yeah, it's a shame that big crash happened really, because it really has separated out everybody. Hopefully the reverse grid that we'll have for race 2, 3 and 4 will help combat to that. But yeah, the main 2 battles at the moment going on the track is the battle for the lead between Bullet Bassi and Lebert, and that battle for best of the rest between Stephen Baxter in that Faker Sim Sport Europe car and Christian Rose in that CQR liveried Formula Renault. Under the old banking we go. Haven't had an opportunity to have a go on that on iRacing yet. Andrew Woodhouse, have you ever had I know probably had a go on it on R-Factor, but on iRacing, had a go on that old Monza banking?
We had a go in the IndyCar. I think when Monza first came out, that was the first thing we drove, and yeah, it was pretty spectacular looking.
Parabolica goes Christian Rose. Is this overtake going to be spectacular looking as he goes past Stephen Baxter? Well, it's done the job and he's through, but for how much longer? Because I'm sure Alex, as he goes out of the final corner, he'll be able to blast straight back past that CQR club car, and he's almost passed as they come over the timing line.
Yeah, it's almost not worth going before the Parabolica, is it? You just don't get the opportunity to hold back on. But yeah, Baxter couldn't quite get it done though. Had to duck back into the slipstream. Decided not to do it this time. Paul Denton and John Hutchinson, they're side by side as well as they come down the main straight.
Looks like John McHutchinson, who got that win at Road America, another of the quick tracks that we go to on this schedule, and he is through. And that's the 6th position game for John McCutcheon, and he's now up inside the top 10 positions. But Paul Denton going to have a little look as they go through Curva Grande.
Yeah, we don't often see John flying through the field like this, but he is today. Denton looking to retaliate. Can he do so into the Roger? No, he can't. So McCutcheon keeps that. What was that? That was a 10th position, wasn't it?
Another battle. That
Denton. Oh, sorry, Alex. Denton. I thought he was going to go up the inside into the Lesmo, but that would have just ended up in disaster.
Yeah, another battle looks quite close is Josh Thompson and Ryan Littlemore now. Sorry, couldn't get words out. But just 2/200ths of a second, as I saw just a moment ago. Oh, yeah. So I think Ryan going to have to do some serious defending. Look at the lap time difference between them.
Very close between Paul Denton and McCutcheon as they go into Variante Ascari. They're also joined by Tom Depker here. So got a free car scrap for positions. Problem for Lebert. Problem for Samuel Lebert. What's happened to the Frenchman?
He's off.
He's out.
He's off and he's out at Parabolica. I'm not sure what happened to the Apex Racing UK car.
On the exit.
What did he do? Just lose it?
Yeah, just lost the rear.
Massive twitch and corrected it, and it just spat him out to the left and race over. We've seen that time and time again.
Thompson now making a move on Littlemore. Sorry, Adam.
I was just going to say that Jack Keighley came very close to going into him as well. But yeah, McCutcheon and all those guys going down the front straight. Into the first corner, Denton trying around the outside. That would be a good manoeuvre. He can pull it off. McCutcheon trying to stay in there, but it doesn't work, and he's going to lose out now to Tom Depker.
Depker was hoping, wasn't he, Alex, that Denton was just going to block that outside line off so that he could sneak up the inside. Didn't quite work, but he's got a nice slipstream here. Might be able to get him into the second chicane.
Great little battle, actually. A few cars starting to get close.
And there's one at the back of that group. So is that John Godfrey back in the action?
Oh, spin on, was that? So a bit of smoke kicks up there, but it looks like it might have just been a lock-up. But yeah, quite a few battles starting to form. Maybe it was Paul Denton, because Denton's looking a bit closer to that Tom Depker scrap now than he was a lap ago. And McCutcheon now really has to worry about Godfrey behind. He might even be past.
Sorry, Adam, he was involved in that battle anyway with Denton, so.
Oh, hello. What's happened to Will Tregerfer? He's gone off at the Ascari chicane. What did he do? Turned in, and that was just a loss of grip at the rear, I think. And yeah, he's lost a few positions, down to 7th place now.
Oh, he nearly saved it again, didn't he? But not quite this time. The man has won a race in the British GT Championship.
He's at top of the table, isn't he, at the moment?
Is he? Okay. Well, fantastic season so far then, if that's the case. I know we had a good driver. Was it Rockingham, Alex? He got second place, was it?
Big names.
Didn't they win at Rockingham?
Oh, was it Alton? Sorry, was it that they got second?
Alton, they got second, yeah.
Godfrey and McCutcheon back at it.
Oh, Tregerfer nearly going into the back of Thompson there as they hit the brakes into the Resafilia. But yeah, some close battles going on at the moment. Yeah, McCutcheon again. He is just ahead of Godfrey, and has lost a bit of time to Tom Depker since he's been able to get by. But with just 3 minutes to go, the order is as follows: Chembol at Bassi leading Jack Keighley by 4 seconds, and then it's a 4-second gap back to Christian Rose. He's looking set for a podium. Martin van Loosenhoorn not really doing too much to eat into that gap. Ryan Littlemore's just got past Stephen Baxter, so Littlemore now into the top 5 after starting in 13th position. And then in 7th place it is Josh Thompson, who's battling away with Will Tregerfer, who's in 8th. And 9th, Paul Denton, with Tom Depker now in 10th position after getting past John McCutcheon.
Without wishing to curse Christian Rose, this is going to be a fantastic result for him if he finishes on the podium.
Yeah, Christian Rose, who currently sits in 7th position, one of the AM drivers as well, sits 3rd in the AM Championship, still some 400 points behind Paul Denton, with Denton currently sitting in 9th. If he finishes in the position where he is now, Christian Rose, that 3rd position, that'll be some podium credits, which will go towards the showdown, and some useful points gained in the overall championship as well on Paul Denton and Jos Honig.
Yeah,
we'll get a 0.
Yeah, well, it's a complete bonus then, isn't it? So, oh, look at this now. Simpson and Tregurtha. Simpson looking to make his move.
That's Josh coming back at him as well, because Will just got by going into the Parabolica, so...
Possible to get a cutback on the exit of Parabolica.
Oh,
So here comes Tregurtha. Here we go, he's at 7th position. Oh, tank snapper there coming on the exit. But yeah, I'm wondering if it's almost worth getting a cutback on the exit of Parabolica. The timing line does come up pretty quickly. It's, for some reason Kip Stevens jumps to the top of my timing screen, but and then back down again. But yeah, I wonder if that will be something we might see on the final lap of the race. As here comes Thompson again into the second chicane where he spun earlier. Oh, that might not go well.
Wow.
But that's a good move there from Will Tregurtha, and he's back into 7th. And there's here comes Paul Denton trying to get past Josh Thompson into the first of the Lesmos. Man, nowhere.
Fantastic battle this, isn't it? Denton wanting a little piece of it. Not able to get past Thompson on this occasion, but fantastic defending, Alex, by Tregurtha on the outside. That's really difficult to do in that corner.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he feels like he's got the pace over Josh, caught him up and overtaken him, so after his little mistake, so just needs to hold on to it, see if he can break a little bit of gap through Ascari. It's going to be difficult though. Where are we? 42 seconds away, so the leaders are going to make it through. We'll have one more lap after this.
Fantastic
Thompson
duel
again.
this is. Here they go. Might see here what happens on a drag race to the line. Don't rule out Paul Denton either. He's just wondering who he should follow. Round the outside goes Thompson. A huge amount of speed on entry there. Will that pay off though on exit? No, it won't. Be a drag race to the line. So this is something. This might be a rehearsal for something we might see on the final lap. Who is going to get the position at the line is Will Tregurtha by just over 100th of a second. Free wide. Here we go down the front straight. Final lap. Let's have it, boys. That might not go well.
I think they bashed wheels.
Very close to disaster there, but Tregurtha latest on the brakes. Thompson's still trying, but it is Will Tregurtha that holds the position in that freeway scrap for 7th position.
Denton tried to get in on the action there as well, didn't he? But in the end, it was just too risky, I think.
If he's smart, I think he'll let these two run into each other. I think he's going to try and make the move now on Thompson. Denton looking on the outside of the Rogier. You can't. If you cannot. You've got to. You get hung out on the outside, don't you? You get really hung out to dry if you take that line into them. You've got to either be really slow in and try and get the cut back, or
You've got to commit to it.
or you've got to try and go around the outside. Exactly.
Well, one man who's done a very good job of things so far is Chembol Bassi. He's just going into the Parabolica now and on his way to take his first victory of the day. Through the final corner, we'll quickly go back to that battle in a moment, but Chembol Bassi comes out of the final corner, sees the checkered flag, sees the finish line, and takes race 1 of the day here in the Formula Renaults at Monza. Second will be Jack Keithley. Oh, crash in the background. That is Tom Depker done for the day. He might get going again. Should finish, so yeah. Still be in contention for reverse grid, but it's Tregurtha versus Thompson as we go into the final corner.
Well, that was in the Ascari chicane, and I think he might have got a bit of help from John Godfrey after Depker rejoined the course.
Looks like Thompson's going to do it. 7th position for the Apex UK driver. And he will come across the line and take that 7th position. Good job considering the spin he had on the opening lap. 8th for Tregurtha, 9th Denton, and running at the top 10 will be John Godfrey. Oh dear.
Oh no.
A bit of post-race. Oh dear.
It was oh, no.
Tregurtha and Thompson.
Thankfully it's sim racing.
It was a good race though, wasn't it, between the two, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get a couple more of those tonight.
Epker losing out to Macaulay just on the finish line there. Dave Baker's going to come across the line with a clean car, but he's going to come across and take 14th position, and then the last car running is Roy Ververke. He's going to come and take that 16th position.
Baker's got a bit of front wing damage, Adam. I think that explains why he's so far down.
Probably was involved in the shenanigans of Jos Honig at Ascari at the start of the race.
That would make sense. I think they qualified next to each other, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Baker in 9th, Honig in 7th. So, yeah, Mr. Woodhouse, without further ado, let's run through the finishing order of a race 1 of the day here at Monza.
Okay, yeah, round 69 of the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship goes to Chembo Lukbasi with a 5.4 second advantage over Jack Keithley. Christian Rose, he'll be so happy with that podium for CQR. In third position, Martin van Loosnoord. In fourth, fifth is Ryan Littlemore. And importantly, Martin van Loosnoord takes the lead of the championship now. Ryan Littlemore in fifth. Stephen Baxter sixth. Seventh for Josh Thompson after that exciting battle with Will Tregurtha and Paul Denton. John Godfrey in 10th. John McCutchinson 11th. 12th, Daniel McCauley. Tom Depke in 13th in the end. 14th, Dave Baker. Kip Stevens in 15th. 16th, Roy Ververke. And then the retirements were Samuel Lebert, Jos Honig, and Oscar Mangan actually did not take the start.
Thank you very much indeed. And Mr. Alex Simpson, time to get the wheel up. And we'll see who's going to get that lucrative pole position for race 2 here at Monza.
Well, I'm just having a quick look at it, actually. Oh, yeah, there is the opportunity, isn't there, that it could be one over another. So, yeah, let's bring it up and give it a spin. We rarely have to do it these days. Nice to see.
Rare appearance for the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, Oscar Mangan didn't take the start. Honig out earlier on, and Lebert threw away that second position, but who's going to get the pole?
Well, is it? Is it not? Well, not that it's going to matter, but it's a full reverse grid.
Well, there we go. Well, Roy Ververke is going to be on the pole. Kip Stevens is going to start second, in theory anyway. Third is going to be David Baker, which is 6 divided by 2, so every connection. Tom Depke in 4th. 5th will be Daniel McCauley. So we've got everything we need for a good second race, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be coming up next on Apex Racing TV after this break.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be into stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Apex Racing TV, and welcome back to Monza, where it's all of a sudden got a little bit overcast here, where we're getting set for race 2 of the day here in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship. A good opening race really, with Chembol Bassi taking the win. Andrew Woodhouse and Alex Simpson with me once again, and Andrew, it all got a bit split apart really once that collision on the opening lap happened between Honig and some other drivers, but there were still some good individual scraps that happened during the race, and yeah, it's also some good battles.
Yeah, lots of action going on all the way through the field, wasn't there? And we're going to see that again. Overcast conditions, of course, going to make the lap times a little bit faster, possibly make overtaking a little bit harder. Alex, however, it seems like drivers can pretty much pass when they want round here, of course, because of just the nature of it.
Yeah, get within that half a second. Slipstream really makes a huge difference. So, like we said at the start of the first race, we expected to see a lot of overtakes today, and yeah, I think we will. So, the reverse grid, I don't think it's going to hold the really quick guys back. I think they'll be able to work their way towards the front relatively easily. If the pack stays together this time, then that might change it a little bit, because of course, if everybody's slipstreaming off of everyone else, then it is a little bit harder to move forward.
Just having a look very quickly, Samuel Lebert's having all sorts of connection issues.
Trying to get in the session, isn't he?
So I mean, that might be something that we need to look out for and see whether he's actually going to even make it.
He's tried on a few occasions to join. He's now trying this time, maybe third time lucky, for the Frenchman, who was running second for about 2/3 of the race before getting a huge moment on the exit of the Parabolica and then spearing off into the outside tyre barrier. That basically means he's going to be starting last, along with Jos Honig. Turns if Oscar Mangan is going to take the start as well. He looks like he hasn't joined this second session. He was around for the opening one. But yeah, it looks like he's not going to be here. I wonder if Kip Stevens might be starting on the front row as well. Did very well in the Club 73 Touring Car Championship. In fact, he won race 2 when it took place on Sunday at Phillip Island, showing that he's still a force to be reckoned with in the Kia. But yeah, Andrew, not looking like maybe in the Formula Renault still something he's trying to get used to.
I won't necessarily call him a force to be reckoned with in this car, no, but I think one thing he does have is a lot of experience. He's driven a lot of different cars on iRacing, and Alex is very good at those situations, isn't he? And making sure he gets to the end.
Yeah, exactly. That's the key thing, isn't it? You know, he knows the league and the layout and the point system very well, and he races very competitively, but also with his head as well. So he knows that he's always scoring those really good points, and he's going to be there at the end of the championship.
He does have that pace in the Kia. It's almost like he can. It's almost like he can turn that pace on, Adam, when he sniffs a good result. And then the rest of the time, it's almost like he's a tiny bit within himself. I don't mean in a bad way, but he's pretty cautious but thoughtful at the same time, isn't he?
Yeah, we just turn our mind back to when he was in contention with the championship back in 2015. He had that. We started off the showdown at Okayama, I think, and he got a reverse grid pole there for race 3 and ended up winning there. And I think he did it again at the following race meeting, and so Jos Honig has another moment there. And then he was really in with contention for third BSR TC title before him and Wojciech Savidovic both wrecked both their championships at Motorsports at the Canadian Tire Motorsports Park. There, they both got. Savidovic got a penalty and Kip Stevens had a DNF, and that really ruled both of them out of the championship. Of course, we know how that ended up going to Daytona. Who could forget that? And yeah, Kip Stevens will be hoping to go for another title when the BSR TC resumes this Thursday, which of course will be on Apex Racing TV. Time for the grid, Andrew. So let's see who's going to be near the front for this second race.
It is, and I shall tell you that in a couple of seconds. All right, it is David Baker who's on pole position. So, a great chance for Baker to snatch the lead of the championship back from Martin van Loosenau. Tom Depke is alongside him on the front row with John McCutchinson and John Godfrey in row 2. Paul Denton in 5th, Josh Thompson in 6th. 7th is Stephen Baxter, and joining him on row 4 is Ryan Littlemore. Martin van Loosenau starts in 9th after damage in the first race. Christian Rose is 10th, Jack Heathley 11th, 12th. For Chembol Bassi, our race 1 winner. Samuel Lebert has made it in. Hopefully he can stay in. Jos Honig is 14th. Roy Verke is in 15th. And we've talked about him, Kip Stevens, at the back of the field.
He was going to be starting second, and yeah, David Baker on the pole position. See what he can do about that. Currently sitting in the championship lead going into this race meeting alongside Martin van Loozenhoorn. Can he extend it with a win here? So we're just waiting for Ryan Littlemore, who has just made it onto the grid in time. Now the attention will turn to the lights as we get ready for the second race of the day in the Formula Renaults.
Green, green, green.
Runs away. Straight away, David Baker gets a good jump away from the line. It's John McCutcheon that's got a fantastic start, though. He might even be in contention of trying to get the lead into the first corner. John Godfrey's gone with him in that Apex Racing Academy car. Martin van Loozenhoorn already at 3 positions. Now we go on the brakes into the Rettifilio. McCutcheon second, third John Godfrey, fourth is Paul Denton, and everyone else through safely. A bit of contact, and that's Depke.
And broken suspension, I think, is out.
Disaster for Tom Zepke, who started second on the grid, but as the rest of the field goes through the Curva Grande for the first time, it's McCutcheon versus Godfrey for second position. Stephen Baxter looks like he's in a bit of strife as well as we go into the second chicane. Up the inside goes McCutcheon, but he carries on and is through. It was Godfrey that was up the inside there as they go into the Della Roggia, but it's the ProSim car that holds on as we go into the first Lesmo.
I believe Thompson and Van Loozenhoorn touched in the Rettifilios. Off goes John Godfrey into the gravel. And he's off into the grass, and rejoins, but it's going to be the second to last position, isn't it, for Godfrey? That's 2 spins in 2 races. He needs to regroup a little bit.
Starting to resemble a bit of a Vadim Kogai around this circuit as they go into the Variante Ascari. Maybe not, I do. I'm over-exaggerating there. Yeah, going for the Ascari chicane for the first time. Good start from Josh Thompson at 3 positions. He's now trying to get past John McCutcheon and make it 4 and take that second place away. But David Baker already got a 1.5 second lead as we go into the Parabolica, Alex.
Yeah, good opening lap for him. That's exactly what he'll want. Try and build some sort of gap on these guys behind. Just looking at Jack Keithley and Martin having a good little battle here as well, side by side.
Now, of course, with no major incidents at the front, it does mean that the likes of Van Loozenhoorn, Adam, they may gain places, but they will be under threat once they've made those places of people trying to come back at them with the slipstream.
Yeah, because once you get to the front of the train, you're therefore not going to get much help after that. So Martin van Loozenhoorn, once he gets to the front of a pack, he might have issues pushing his way on from there. So John McCutcheon's having issues pushing on because he's got Paul Denton for company as they go through the Curva Grande. Behind him is Van Loozenhoorn and the other one, Jack Keithley.
Oh man, this is going to be close into the Roggia. Is Van Loozenhoorn going to try and get them all here? He is. Oh, and he just clips, I think. McCutcheon. Oh.
Going to try up the inside into the first Lesmo. Oh,
John's had enough of that. He's not going to allow that.
He's had enough of this as he goes into the second Lesmos.
Oh, and he's a bit slow through the exit of Lesmo 2. Allows Van Loozenhoorn to get a bit of a run, but well, he'll have the outside line. And the outside line, because that is the clean line. You'd imagine Van Loozenhoorn's going to slot in, and he does. And in behind them, Samuel Libert trying to go up the inside of Paul Denton, which is now the outside. Now the inside again. But, oh, he's made a mistake. He sort of pushes Bullock Bassi off. Bullock Bassi actually gaining and Libert tumbling down the order. In fact, it's just 4 positions. 5.
Yeah, don't know, there might be a problem with the car there, or maybe he's just lost a bit
damage. You obviously the contact between the 2 wheels, so Libert on 2 wheels there just for a little second, and yeah, I think might be a little bit of suspension damage after that one. So risky move in Ascari if the other driver's going to hold it around the outside, but yeah, it looked for a minute like they were going to be able to go through there too wide, but yeah, unfortunately track just squashes down a little bit. And who's that? That's Keithley and Van Loozenhoorn going side by side into turn 1 as well.
Keithley through into that 3rd position. That's 8 positions gain now. What a start he's had. Jack Keithley finished 2nd in race 1. Now trying to get a podium. Well, he is in the podium positions now in race 2. How far is he away behind Josh Thompson? Only about a second, nearly 2 seconds. In fact, Jack Keithley and Josh Thompson. But yeah, 3rd position in race 2 after getting a runners-up spot in race 1, looking pretty good.
Bullet Bassi on Denton into the Curva della Roggia. I reckon this is going to get quite tasty in that mid pack. This one with Denton, Littlemore, Honig, Rose and Libert. I think Alex, Libert might be okay. He might have survived that.
Yeah.
And mistake by Paul Denton, Alex.
Yeah, and Littlemore's alongside him at the moment, just looking from the front left wing there as we go down. It looks like he's through for Littlemore, so up to 7th place. So good start for him too.
Rose through into 8th as well.
Yeah, Rose in 8th position now. Yeah, or maybe 9th upper position. Paul Denton's still in front. He's in 8th.
Okay.
But yeah, going down the back straight, Jos Honig picking up a slipstream might demote Christian Rose down a position here as they go into the final corner. Honig trying to recover after that crash in race 1 at Ascari. Where is Christian Rose going? He's using that speed on the outside line. It cambered that final corner, and it might work in his favour here. They're going to go wheel to wheel down the front straight. Maybe Samuel Lebert might be able to get involved, but that damage will probably be hindering him. It's going to be CQR versus Faker Simsport Europe as we go across the line and into the first corner.
The battle as well. Just there's a couple going on. Bullet Bassi and McCutchinson. I think we've seen Van Loosenhoorn get past Keithley again.
Yeah, we have.
Keithley's going to come back at him. He's going to get the great run through Curva Grande, and I could get him into the Roggia here. Van Loosenhoorn's going to have to defend this. He does not. Keithley going to go up the inside. He does. He's very late on the brakes. Box him off. That's the textbook move, Alex. Beautiful.
Yeah, I would have thought Martin would have defended that. I think he thought he was perhaps just going to be far enough ahead, but these runners, I don't know, pick up a lot of slipstream once you get inside that little half a second window.
Proving to be a great equaliser, this Monza, as it usually is in these spec series, Adam. Mostly, obviously, a drafting track, and maybe that can compensate for a little bit of a driver talent level.
Yeah, and it's helping the likes of John McCutchinson and everyone else fight in with a chance of being inside the top 5 or maybe even get a podium in these races. But we're just starting to see the top talent starting to get their way closer and closer to the front, as we can see between that battle between Jack Keithley and Martin Van Loosenhoorn, both scrapping over that podium. Bullet Bassi not too far behind those guys either as we go into the final corner. On lap 4 of the race, about to start lap 5, not too far away from, well, we are just getting to the halfway mark in the race now, and things starting to fall into place nicely here as we come across the line. David Baker still leads by 7/10 of a second. Good lap there by Josh Thompson. Could be starting to get a bit closer to that CQR car as we head into the closing stages.
4/10 closed on that lap. Like you say, we're just on board with Josh at the moment as he heads down in towards the first chicane. Takes that lovely, just clipping both of the curbs nicely, and actually closed up another 1/10 of a second there on Baker. So yeah, it looks comfortable in there. Unlike the first race, obviously got caught up in a crash, was it, down here on lap 1. So yeah, good to see him trying to work his way towards Baker.
Van Loosenhoorn and Keithley again going at it. Martin got passed into the first chicane, but
Blowing each other up at the minute though, aren't they, guys? Don't you think? They've definitely got the pace to catch the front two, but 5 laps to go, 2 seconds to close up. It's going to be a problem. Verke out as well, spinning. Somebody else is involved in that. I can see them recovering. Who was it? Possibly Godfrey. Bit of replay of that back.
Oh yeah, Godfrey had to take to the bumps on the inside.
Oh yeah, he did well to avoid that actually, because the Automat car was right in the middle of the circuit. John did a good job of avoiding any contact.
Denton has just got past McCutchinson, so Denton into 6th place now. McCutchinson, the Pro Sim driver, down to 7th place, and Christian Rose has still got Ryan Littlemore for company there as they go down the back straight. But I think Jack Keithley is attacking Van Loosenhoorn again, and in fact Bullet Bassi's now there as well, so a 3-car scrap. It could be about to go 3 wide down this front straight here. This might not end well.
No, it might not. Oh no, it's not going to either. Bump drafting going on, I believe.
Bullet Bassi had to get on the anchors a bit there, I think.
Martin will have a problem though, Alex, if both of these two get past him.
Yeah,
he'll really have a problem then in terms of winning the race. and taking the championship lead back, and there's contact between Lucinon and Keithley, and Chembol at Bassi says, "Thank you very much, gentlemen, I will have that."
Yeah, I'll take that.
Can he keep it? Is there any damage to Van Lucenon's car? I don't think there is, unless he's got a bit of suspension damage. It goes to the grass on the outside of Curva Grande, and he has to settle in behind Chembol at Bassi, because Adam, that was very reminiscent of what we saw in Formula 1 a few years ago.
Vettel versus Alonso then. Van Lucenor just moving over. I thought he had a slowdown then, but yeah, just moving over there, and yeah, great racing between those two. Bollard Bassi very happy with what transpired in that first chicane, able to get back into the podium positions after taking that opening race victory. It does mean, however, that they are now 3 seconds off Josh Thompson, so I think this is as far as Bollard Bassi may go, unless Josh Thompson and David Baker start battling inside the final 4 laps of the race.
Have we got the replay there, Alex? Was it just a case of them both going a little deep into the corner?
Oh yeah, I think it was. They were just. I think Martin always going for the wide line. Jack perhaps a little bit deep in there. I think he was perhaps a bit worried what Jim was going to do there. So I think you'd put that down as a racing incident, unfortunately.
I will say, Adam, as well, perfectly timed by Bollard Bassi to get that cutback just right.
Tenths of a second is the gap at the front, live timing. So
Half a second, yeah.
Very close to in that slipstream. Once he gets there, he's going to get pulled up to Baker quite quickly. So I think we may well have a good sort of 3-lap showdown here.
Up coming down, 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Maybe get down to 1 tenth by the time we get to the first corner. No, just about 2 tenths there between Baker and Josh Thompson. And yeah, 47.1 by Josh Thompson, the quickest of anyone on that last lap.
I think this is it for Thompson. Fantastic run out of the first corner. And the thing is as well, Josh needs to get it done quickly because he knows Bollard Bassi's quick. Baker already covering the left hand side. He knows exactly what is happening here. Can he defend on the inside? They're both going to go into the Rogier side by side. It can only end badly. And actually, well, it didn't, but Baker has to yield, and into the lead goes Josh Thompson.
David won't be happy with that. He's led 6 laps of this race today, a good 2/3. And to have it taken away like that, still a second place will be a good result for him.
Still fight back. Plenty of time.
He's already 7 tenths of a second behind Andrew, so he's outside the slipstream already.
He's not. You can still get the slipstream from there, but you've just got to
half a second is all you get.
To have a good
If you're outside
Ascari,
half
though,
a second, you get nothing.
Oh. There we go.
Now David wishes he was in a Kia. By the slipstream, I'm sure, is more than half a second, but Jack Keithley, he's within half a second, and he's still battling with Martin Van Lucenor. Bollard Bassi has said see you later to both of them, and now they're scrapping over who's going to be best of the rest as Keithley goes up the inside into the Parabolica. 2 laps to go and we get to the line, and at the moment it's Apex, then CQR, and then Bollard Bassi in 3rd, then Faker Sim Sport in 4th with Keithley, and Apex again in 5th with Martin Van Lucenor.
Van Lucenor got the run on Keithley now. And,
also a battle going on as we haven't covered some of the guys a bit further back. Kip Stevens, Roy Baverke, they were close. Kip gets out of the gas ridiculously early going into the Parabolica. Godfrey nearly hits him from behind.
That's what you need, I guess, is somebody quite slow on the way in, isn't it, to Parabolica. Just quickly, Josh Thompson says he's built a setup with a very, very low downforce.
Yeah,
so
I wouldn't be surprised. I think
Baker was actually falling back, even though he was where you would imagine the slipstream would be. Thompson was still quicker.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jem's coming very,
Jem's
very quickly. He's right on Baker already, so this could be the move to put Jem into 2nd place, and then he's got a lap to try and get to Thompson.
Oh, he's going for the inside here as we go under the old banking. He's less than a second away from Josh Thompson, Bollard Bassi, so it's not without doubt that he could go for 2 in 2 here. He's through, and the gap's 9 tenths of a second as they go for the Ascari chicane for the penultimate time.
Can we do any sort of speed comparison, Alex, and see if Thompson has got this set up? See exactly what he's got?
Do that? No problem.
About 1.1 as we go into the final corner.
All Josh needs, isn't it, really? one lap. It's unlikely that Chem's going to get there. But Alex, what are we seeing in terms of the radar gun?
Yeah, not much difference. I mean, obviously Thompson just a little bit further down the track, so he's carrying 1 or 2 Ks. But by the time Gem's there, they're about the same. Top speed peaking out, maybe 1K difference. Josh just a tiny little bit quicker. But yeah,
Keithley.
we're not talking huge amounts anyway.
Great battle for 4th position, Adam, isn't it?
Yeah, last lap and it's still kicking off. Keithley and Van Nieuwenholt both side by side as we go through Curva Grande.
They're only centimetres away from each other. Look at that. Look how close that is. And Martin's not going to defend the inside here. He's going to try and go side by side with Keithley. No, he's not. I think he thinks though that if Keithley gets through on this lap, Alex, that I'm going to get through on the next. Well, at the end of the lap maybe.
Yeah, possibly. It's on for the final time going into Parabolica as well. 3.5 tenths, just under 4 tenths as they come out of Lesmo 2. The front guys.
Baker could still pick up the pieces here, Adam, if there's anything goes on at the front. It's been a fantastic race from all three.
It's going to transpire then into the final, into Ascari. The gap's down to 2 tenths, maybe even 1 tenth, maybe even less than that as Chembol Bassi tries to take the lead away from Josh Thompson. Chembol Bassi going for 2 out of 2 here. Was Josh Thompson, after that spinning race one way, he could have been at the front, is now trying to keep this and take his first race win of the day. But who's going to have it? Into the final corner. Thompson up the inside. Chen will have to get the cut back on the exit. Thompson maintains the lead for now. Through the final corner, it's now going to be a run to the line. Race victory in race 2. It's going to be a drag race. Who's going to have the position? He gets third. Who wins it? It is Josh Thompson by 10 thousandths of a second.
And the Van Nieuwenholt and Keithley battle was just as exciting behind as well.
Does that count as checkers and hackers?
Yeah, I think that does them.
That was fantastic, wasn't it? I
Little
thought
more
for a
Lebert,
second,
very close too.
thought for a second they were going to meet their end and Baker was going to come through and take the win.
I think it was only 1 second behind those guys at the end.
Wow.
Quite remarkable that. And yeah, the rest of the field getting rounded out. Here comes Rover Verke now coming across the line ahead of Kip Stevens, and then John Godfrey just going through the final corner now. And last of all, Stephen Baxter's quite a way away. And by the time he gets around to the finish line, Woodhouse will be able to take you through the finishing order.
Not been John's day, has it? But I'm sure he's got 2 more rounds left, so I'm sure he's going to make a better showing in the end. Yeah, I'll just take you through the finishing order then of round 70 in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship. Josh Thompson takes the win then by just 1/100th of a second for Chembol Bassi. It came crashing over the line. Josh Thompson goes crashing onto the top step of the podium. David Baker will complete that podium in 3rd. Led most of the race. The former British Sim Racers Touring Car Champion, but just unable to hold off two very, very fast drivers at the end. Jack Keithley in 4th. Great battle with Martin Van Nieuwenholt, who just lost out in 5th. And I believe going to be close. I think he still regains the championship lead. Retains the championship lead, I should say. Paul Denton in 6th. Christian Rose in 7th. John McCutchinson in 8th. 9th for Jos Honig with Samuel Lebert in 10th. 11th for Ryan Littlemore. And then 12th Rover Verke. Kip Stevens in 13th. John Godfrey 14th. Stephen Baxter has come across in 15th. Tom Depker actually the only retirement, Adam, on the first lap with what looked like suspension damage.
Didn't take much for that suspension to be broken, did it, on that Apex kart? But
Alex, are you building shoddy machinery?
That's it. Cutting corners everywhere we can.
Everybody does it. Good Simpsons song there. But yeah, time to get the reverse grid for the 3rd race of the day. But I don't think it's going to be needed, actually.
No, we don't need to do it this time. So yeah, I think Baxter's guaranteed to be on pole, so there's no need to spin that.
I believe the Ruota della Fortuna has been retired for the evening, sadly.
I mean, I might have it for race 4, but that's unless we have every single car finishing. But yeah, we'll step aside then on Apex Racing TV for a few moments. Going to get set for race 3 of 4 in the Formula Renaults at the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
On the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Monza and welcome back to race 3 of the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship. And what a finish it was to race 2. More of the same for race 3, please. Adam Bath here with Andrew Woodhouse and Alex Simpson. And Andrew, that was pretty chaotic stuff towards the end there between Chem and Josh Thompson on the run to the line.
It was fantastic, wasn't it? Josh Thompson taking the win and, crashing across the line with Jembola Bassi. That's absolutely fantastic. But we've got another race coming up, and I'm sure it's going to be. We've got another 2 races coming up, of course, and I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic evening's work. What have we got out there, though? Alex, we have a track temperature is absolutely roasting out there. It's 44 Celsius.
Yeah, one of the hottest we've seen. So. But just a little bit of cloud cover out there. Just having a look at the weather on screen now. So, 55 humidity. Wind speed's pretty high. So,
wow, it's 48 kilometers an hour.
Yeah. So, that could be very interesting for the guys to deal with. Certainly in the headwind, the slipstream is just going to be absolutely massive in this race. So,
do we think that's why? Do we think that might be why it's been done, though?
I couldn't tell you, to be honest.
See what we can get. Who knows? One thing's for sure, Adam, the crosswinds might play a bit of havoc.
Could be, yeah. Wonder if it might have an impact on the slipstreaming at all. We'll wait and see. But for the most part, we've had some pretty good racing here so far. Jembola Bassi was so close, 10,000ths of a second in fact, making it 2 out of 2. But now Apex UK was able to get that win with Josh Thompson, and they wonder if they'll be able to get one in race 3. It is another full reverse grid. There's only 15 cars finished out of the 16 that started. We do have 16 cars taking part again for race 3. And hopefully this reverse grid might throw up some more surprises that we've seen so far today. The starts have been pretty clean for the most part anyway. Tom Depke was the only one that hit trouble in race 2.
Just by the way, Alex, if the wind is coming from the south here, and where is that in relation to the circuit?
Unfortunately, I haven't got a track map, so I'm not really sure where north is and whatnot on hand. So yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Right, the north is going up the back straight.
Is that going north then?
Yes.
So the main straight's going south.
Yes.
If the wind's from the north, then that'll be. Well, that'll be a tailwind down the main straight, won't it?
Yeah. In fact, the drivers will be heading towards the north. No, dear me, geography, Adam.
I think we're right. I think you're right.
The drivers are heading north as they go down the front straight.
I'm just.
They're heading north on their way to the Rettifilio.
I have just been out testing the car on the circuit, and it does feel like there's a little bit of gusty out there. It is a bit gusty out there, so
right then.
Drivers are going to have an interesting time.
Time for the grids. I'll do it this time. Stephen Baxter.
Oh, okay.
I'll save your voice. Stephen Baxter on pole. John Godfrey second. Third, Roy Verke. Fourth is Ryan Littlemore. Then Samuel Lebert in fifth. Sixth, Jos Honig. Seventh, John McCutchinson. Eighth, Christian Rose. Ninth, Paul Denton. 10th is Martin van Loozenord. 11th is Jack Keithley. 12th is David Baker. 13th, Jembola Bassi. 14th is Josh Thompson. 15th, Kip Stevenson. 16th is Tom Depke.
Yeah, so just waiting on. I believe that's Roy Verke. It's going to be interesting though. We did see Martin van Loozenord. Adam, it was quite difficult for him to get through, wasn't it? Even though he had the pace. Yeah,
he tried as much as he could to get towards the front, but in the end he wasn't able to get inside the top 2. But will he be able to do so in race 3? Runs away for the third race of the day, and it's a good start by John Godfrey. He's going to be alongside Stephen Baxter already as we go on our way towards the first corner. And what about Roy Verke? Can he get in the mix at all? A good start from John McCutchinson, already up 2 positions, trying to make it free as we go into the first corner. But Lebert's up into third, out of control under braking. But it is Godfrey that leads, Baxter second, third is Samuel Lebert. Then it's wheel to wheel between McCutchinson and Verke. It is McCutchinson that comes out on top, and now Ryan Littlemore is trying to get in the mix as well as we go through Curva Grande. Everyone through safely.
I'm really impressed with how these drivers have negotiated that first chicane. Alex, it's the scene of so many incidents in the past, and yeah, these guys did it beautifully, didn't they?
Yeah, actually it has been really
Not so
good
much in the
through
second one, but
But yeah, these drivers starting to know each other pretty well now. The grid's that sort of size where they're all pretty up to speed with everyone now, and yeah, you can start to tell that. So we've had some great racing, and just like one retirement the last race, there was a couple of the race before that. So much less than what we used to see. It's really good at this battle.
oh, drivers really struggling to find any space out there, going down the Curva del Seraglio and up towards the Gari now, Adam.
Oh no! The leader's been hit. Godfrey hit, and he's freed on. Just about.
Oh, Keithley and Van Loozenhoorn hitting
Thompson
each other
turn around.
Gari as well.
Josh Thompson, the race 2 winner. Not going to be doing that today. 16th now.
That was more because of trying to take some avoiding action.
The battle is back from the end of race 2, by the way, between Van Loozenhoorn, Keithley and Bullock Bassi. They are in such close proximity to each other, Adam. I'm not sure I can look at this.
Very close as they come over the line.
Yeah, so Thompson really got turned just trying to avoid the
Oh, here comes Chem.
spinning Godfrey earlier on there.
Here we go, Alex.
I'm going for
First
6th.
corner. Oh.
And he's through. Then through into 6th position. Van Loozenhoorn going to try on the exit. These two are some of the quickest drivers in this Formula Renault series.
Contact for Verke, and I believe it was Godfrey who hit him.
Hard done. Poor for Verke.
Godfrey turns Roy Verke. Alex, that is a move that I did once, and that's exactly what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, just gonna have a little look back on replay as we missed what happened. So Godfrey obviously recovering from the spin a moment ago. There's someone on the outside.
He tried the outside line, and then he just sort of half-heartedly goes into the second part of the. Like I say, we know that move well from our days as teammates, still.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh my word, what's
what's
Van Loozenhoorn
this?
doing?
It's on the grass.
In his pursuits to get by 3 wide. I wonder what John McCutcheonson's going to think about this. This is over 4th, 5th and 6th.
He's done his best Dale Earnhardt Senior impression, hasn't he? Van Loozenhoorn. Oh, look at that, he's done it. That is a great move. And, well, suddenly, from 7th position, about a lap ago, Martin Van Loozenhoorn now up into P4.
Started in 13th, up to 5th. Yeah, Van Loozenhoorn started in that 10th position, now up to 4th as Jack Keithley looks like he's going to get past McCutcheonson as well into the Parabolica.
Now lost the two he was battling with, though. That's how good a move that was from Martin Van Loozenhoorn, because he knew that he had to get that done. And Bullock Bassi now flying down the main straight as Ryan Littlemore pits, it looks like, is he?
He'll start probably then, if he's coming into the pit lane.
Yeah. Well be. Oh, Van Loozenhoorn all kinds of sideways into the Rettifilio. Going to be definitely a chance for Bullock Bassi now, Adam.
Those two battling, as well as Christian Rose and Stephen Baxter for 2nd position. So we've got 2 great battles unfolding here as we go through Curva Grande. And looks like Bullock Bassi is going to go to the inside line there. Rose as well, getting past Baxter going into the 2nd chicane. Christian Rose is having a fantastic race meeting. It's looking set to be another good one here as off goes Van Loozenhoorn. Dear me. Back on again.
Holds on to that.
New trousers after that one.
That just being a bit eager on the power, was it, do you think?
Looks like it. Maybe might have gone to the exit
Did he
curb.
run wide? Yeah.
Oh, look. The Apex, the official champion from a few seasons ago. Yeah, got onto that gravel and curbs and mess, and yeah, nearly made a mess of the car.
Samuel Libert is having a fantastic race, isn't he? 2.5 seconds clear, at least. And it'll be absolutely music to his ears and eyes.
Now things were going just as well as this in race 1 before he made that mistake at Parabolica, the corner he's just going through out in race 1. And now he's been able to work his way forward in race 2 and benefited from that reverse grid in race 3. into this race. Now he's leading things by quite a margin now. 3.6 seconds, new fastest lap of the race. Comes across the line to start lap 4. New fastest lap actually by Chembol Abbasi. He's just beaten him to it. 49.2 by the other pro driver in the field. There's a off. Oh, he nearly goes off there, Samuel Lebert. Made a right mess that first corner.
You can see if Baxter was going to get run back past Rhodes, didn't quite manage to do that. Of course, Jem's coming up strong behind them. Baker and McHutchinson exchanging positions. What's going on there? McHutchinson didn't make the first chicane. Runs over the runoff area, loses a couple of places there. Paul Denton and Baker through.
Yeah, he just looked like he had a bit of oversteer, didn't he, on the way in, and just couldn't hit the corner. Suffered as a result. Ryan Littlemore then, has he come back out of the pits? No, he hasn't, still in the pits. I wonder if he's got some suspension damage of some kind. John Godfrey's still going. I think he's the last car still running at this point.
Yeah, he's just coming across the line now to, I think, put Ryan Littlemore a lap down now, so that is a shame. I wonder if Littlemore might have been involved in the contacts with Godfrey, who was leading as Godfrey goes off into the first corner.
Oh, at the start?
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I didn't see it. Alex, did you see what happened?
I don't know which car was it that hit Godfrey into a
Godfrey
Ascari.
Yep. I'm trying to think who it was now.
Was that Ascari, Adam, was it?
Yeah, it was the contact with the leader.
It was, yeah. Just as John thought, I guess he got the clear from the spotter, moved in, and then there was just sort of like, it looked like netcode hit from behind. It was far too severe to be what it was. It was just unfortunate, I think.
Going for third and has got it. That's Stephen Baxter now into the podium positions. 3.5 seconds off Samuel Lebert with 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 laps to go.
Going to struggle to keep this though, isn't he?
The blast
It's going to be
straight
difficult
by.
for Baxter though to get through, because Chem's also got the benefit of a bit of slipstream from Christian Rose.
Goes in on Christian Rose now. Samuel Lebert didn't take any time at all, so he managed to fend off Stephen Baxter for that amount of time. And now he's going to have to get past the CQR car. It looks like he's not going to be wasting any time. He might even get this done into the Della Roggia here. Up the inside goes Chembol Abbasi. Second place is his, 11 positions gained. 3.3 seconds to close down with, 4.5 laps to go.
It's going to be tough around here, isn't it? But if anybody can do it on this form, it's Chembol Abbasi. Alex's season has really got a lot better. It was pretty disastrous for the first maybe 4 or 5 weeks, wasn't it?
It was good to see him come back as well. One of the few drivers that saw obviously the revisit of what we were doing. So good.
A lot of people have taken the ball and gone home, let's be honest, and Bullet Bastard could have easily done that. And yes, still going, and we're very happy for it, because he's a very good driver, he's a good guy, and he's racing very well.
Baxter and Rose very, very close there going into Ascari. Surely Baxter will get a good run. Will he wait, or will he go through before then?
Don't rule out Van Loosenhoff from getting any closer, but looks like Baxter's going to get that final spot on the podium into the Parabolica. Rose will try and hold on to it. Going to try and go around the outside the CQR car.
Oh, way too early on the gas, runs out really wide, gets all out of shape. That is going to allow Mine to get an absolute huge run on him as well. All three going to be in line.
The fastest lap of the race by Chem, but here comes Martin, and here comes Rose. Could have to go 3 wide.
Rose needs to defend from, not from the car that he's passing, but the one behind. Oh, Van Loosenhoff thinks about the middle. That would be daft, I think. Oh. Too wide here, sideways for Baxter.
Again, Martin's going to be boxed in here, really, if Baxter just stays there. He gives him room, though, to come out. Didn't need to. Baxter playing a sensible game, though, thinking of his championship as well.
We're definitely not in London, are we, Alex, if you let him out like that?
No. Martin straight through as well on Rose, up and into third place.
Oh, of course, Van Loosenhoff, though.
Maybe.
Might lose out on this to Rose. Rose is going to down the inside. Why not? Into Lesmo. And through. Oh, he's boxed in now. Well and truly boxed in now.
I was going to say, in a similarity to London, if one gets past you, another one might as well just get past you. Two come along at once. But going down the straight into the Variante Ascari. Fantastic battle unfolding here for the battle for third.
Oh, is he going to go for it? Oh, wow. Can he make it? Yes, he does. Beautiful. Well, Martin Van Liesnold, Christian Rose won't be done though, that's for sure. Very quick. And that's CQR car today. And he's going to fight to get past the Dutchman once more. Even Baxter hasn't given up on it either. Here comes Rose, here comes Baxter. These three, again, Alex, like you said before, slowing each other up quite substantially, you would think.
Oh yeah, dropping time all the while on the Bear and Bullet Basti, but to be honest, I think those guys would be pretty untouchable anyway. They're lapping very, very quick out there.
What's Baxter going to do
laps
now,
to go.
Adam, do you think?
I think he might try and go behind Van Loozenor, and he is. Sorry, I predicted as it was happening.
If
But yeah,
Martin might go around the outside, do you think? Oh no, it's
Rose is
go
very
for
late
the-
on the brakes there.
Oh,
Dear.
no, that's not going to work. Oh, and somehow it has. I have no idea how that worked, but
Rose giving the room. Martin didn't poke his nose out too far as well, so good driving both, just leaving enough room for each to survive.
Oh, hello. Here
Will
comes
Baxter think about it. Sitting there waiting patiently.
Into the Della Roggia, and it is now Van Loozenord through into third position. Can he finally get it done? But once again, he makes a right pigs here of that second chicane. All this is allowing Jack Keithley to close in on these three.
Rose just needs a good Lesmo here, and probably got another lap of slipstream in his pocket.
What's happened to Kip?
Loozenord using all the circuit.
Wondering what happened to Kip Stevens there. Well, he took the Rosberg line through the first corner and has picked up a slowdown penalty as a result. Paul Denton's also dropped down the order. He was in 8th, he is now in 11th.
Is that the runoff area by any chance?
Yeah, the first chicane, yeah. Denton made a mistake at the second chicane.
And now Martin Van Loozenord has pretty much got cleared, I think, now of that. Is he past the half a second?
7/10, so he looks safe. In between Baxter and Rose, Keithley's closing in on these guys as well, so... Oh, little nudge from Baxter on Rose there as they go into Parabolica.
Laps to go. 10 kilometres or so left of racing in race 3 of the day here. Order is as follows. Samuel Lebert 2.1 seconds behind Chembo, behind our leader Samuel Lebert. Here comes Stephen Baxter for that 4th position. And he's through.
Nice.
Quite convincingly as well.
Nice move there. No prisoners taken by Stephen Baxter that time. And you know what? He's got the slipstream back on Martin Van Loozenord. I think, Adam, I think he's close enough.
Might try here, but it's a bit of a
Just
long way
pick it
back.
up at least.
Doesn't want to get Rogered at the Roggia.
No, he does not.
Unfortunately, though, they're driving so well around here today.
Oh no, he's Rogered after the Roger.
Oh, okay. I was just about
He's
to
Rogered
say.
himself.
I was just about to say that they're driving so well we probably wouldn't be able to use that phrase, but there we go. Maybe not Rogered, but he's fun at the Roger anyway.
He Rogered himself, like I said. Unfortunately, he did all the hard work. I think Alex, he saw Van Loozenord going off, possibly got a little bit giddy on the throttle, do you think?
Yeah, exactly. Looks exactly like that. Very easily done. You know, you see the opportunity to get a move done, and you stamp on the gas pedal, and it just takes you out as well.
It's perfect for Keithley, though, isn't it? So one car's out of the picture. Might be able to get another one here. And P4 is going to be pretty nice for the Faker Sim Sport driver, I think.
Good little battle going on further back. Paul Denton. Oh, John McCutchinson ends in a bit of disaster at the Ascari, unfortunately.
Oh, they were
seems to be a hotspot for disaster here. And, well, yeah, McCutchinson didn't really give Denton
didn't give him the space.
Back onto the track, no.
You must always leave a space, as Fernando Alonso would say.
Honestly.
What are we doing here, yes?
Well, Christian Rose and Jack Keithley are now going at it as we start the final lap of the race. This is a CQR versus Faker, and it looks like Faker might be in front. Overcooks the first corner a little bit, but it works anyway, and he's through into 4th.
Rose goes for the massive cutback there. It has presented him with a nice run through Curva Grande, through the shadow of the trees here in the Royal Park. Monza, side by side, towards the Curva della Roggia. Keithley's got the advantage on him. He's got the high ground.
He's through.
Just cannot do that cutback again, can you? It's just not something that's really very effective at all.
All this means that things have pretty much settled down now, unless Rose can get back to Keithley by the time we get to the end. Chembol Abassi's pursuit of Samuel Lebert looks like it's going to end in vain. Samuel Lebert's car is pretty quick, as Chembol Abassi was almost veering into the bridge there. I've had a crash there, and you probably won't be able to top the one I did, but
Clive Lawrence, Alex, that's the best one, isn't it?
That is the best one by a long, long way.
We don't even have the footage anymore, so we can't even stick it on the Facebook page and show you, but we can assure you it was a beauty. Samuel Lebert, though, well, it's been a beauty of a race for him, Adam.
a magnifique as he goes for the final corner.
Oui.
And he's going to take the victory. For the final corner, checkered flag, and yeah, race 3. Back-to-back wins for the Apex UK team. Samuel Lebert wins race 3 of the Formula Renaults here at Monza. Second for Chembol Abassi, that's 2 second places in a row for him. Hasn't been off the podium all night. Martin van Loozenhoorn third, fourth for Jack Keithley, and rounding out the top 5 will be Christian Rose with David Baker, surprising 6th.
Aha! Perfect for Dave. Anyway, reverse grid pole.
Will be John Godfrey.
I believe, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I think it is. Josh Thompson. Oh, Josh Thompson, what's happened to him? We're going very slowly on the last lap.
I think it's fuel. Let's see if he can accelerate on the X of Parabolica.
Not very much.
Just about.
He loses out to Roy Verke.
This isn't the Alan Menu tactic of
if it is, it's not very good.
going to get 13th, and it's not going to be John Godfrey
because what's got acceleration, hasn't he? So yeah, who knows?
Kip Stevens has done the Alan Menu tactic, I think, because he's just lost to John Godfrey. He does have a bit of front wing damage.
He does, but not that much damage to. I think lose what was a 3-second gap in the. I think he'll probably put himself at the back anyway. So why does it make a difference?
Well, there you go. Questionable tactics anyway. This is why
it was another good race though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a fantastic one again. Loving life here in the Formula Renaults, and yeah, well, and yeah, let's take you through the finishing order for the third race of the day.
Yeah, why not? Samuel Lebert then takes the winners. Kip Stevens absolutely destroys those polystyrene boards. Obviously frustrated about having to go down there earlier on in the race. But Chembol Abassi in second place. He's having a strong night, as is Martin van Loozenhoorn. But yeah, another second podium finish for him. Jack Keithley in fourth, Christian Rose fifth, David Baker in his customary sixth position. And Stephen Baxter in seventh. He started on pole. Didn't go massively well for him, but after that spin at the Curve de la Roja. Jos Honig in 8th, Tom Depke 9th, 10th for Paul Denton, John McCutcheon 11th, Roy Verke in 12th, Josh Thompson 13th, 14th John Godfrey, 15th Kip Stevens. And the only retirement actually was Ryan Littlemore after just 3 laps.
Right then, just one race left. He's going to get the... Well, we don't need to see who's got the pole for it because it's a certainty. It's Kip Stevens. Will he take that pole position, though? That is the question. Godfrey will start in second. Josh Thompson will be in third. Could be a front row, actually, for Thompson. Verke in fourth. And starting in fifth will be John McCutcheon. So that is what it's going to look like. And we'll see what race 4 looks like after the break here on Apex Racing TV in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides it into 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome back to Monza for the final race of the day here in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship. Well, the weather here is just as polarised as the way the races have been going the last few times. And yeah, we've now got overcast conditions again, and now a southerly wind blowing again. And Andrew Woodhouse and Alex Simpson are joining me, Adam Baffer, in the commentary box. Andrew, it's going to be another interesting race, I think.
Yeah, I think so. We've got completely different, well, not completely different conditions. It's very, very cool here now, as the weather really has come in, but still that 48 km/h wind, which could, again, could play some havoc out there.
Godfrey, Thompson, Ververke, McCutchinson, Denton, Depke, Honig, Baxter, then Baker in 9th, 10th Rose, Leafley 11th, then Van Loozenord, Bolat Bassi, Samuel Lebert, Kip Stevens and Ryan Littlemore. Kip Stevens, he stuck to what we thought he was going to do. He's starting at the back. Is it Godfrey versus Thompson? Can Thompson make it 2 wins out of 4? We're about to find out. Get ready then. 18 degrees ambient temperature, 18 degrees track temperature. The racing on the track is going to start to heat up as we get set for race 4 of the day.
Green, green, green.
We're away. Good start from Godfrey, but what can Thompson do? He's trying to hold back Ververke actually. It's a pretty terrible start from Josh Thompson. So
oh, there's somebody getting squeezed on the outside.
that's Van Loozenord, isn't it?
Really onto the grass, Van Loozenord. Oh.
How does he keep that? And now it's bunching up into the first chicane. You can see Samuel Lebert touches Keithley. They're stuck, but they manage to unglue each other and they're back on their way again.
Heavy start, wasn't it? Martin Van Loozenord onto the grass. We knew he would try and make up positions early. It hasn't really worked, Adam, because now still it looks like he's where he started. I think it's still P11 for him.
Godfrey versus Thompson into the first chicane. Oh, he's out of control and they both collide. That is unbelievable.
Oh no. Unbelievable, unforgivable, maybe unrecoverable, and there's all sorts of wheel banging going on in there. Lebert, Keithley, and I'm almost scared to ask Alex what he thinks of that one.
No comment.
Oh dear.
Yeah, just locked the rears up, didn't he? Going in, just braking too late. Both of them were really late on brakes. Godfrey under complete control. Josh locked up the rears. Totally down to Josh, I'm afraid.
Well, what this means is that Paul David Baker's got a problem. He's just dropped down a few positions. In fact, he's having a squabble with everyone else. Paul Denton leads Jos Honig by 3 seconds.
Baker's ahead of Bassi. He's still P4, I think, is Dave.
Okay. Oh my word! What was going on there? What
Kip
was
Stevens
going on
through
there?
The air, wasn't it?
Well, Kip Stevens trying his best Mark Webber impression. And looking on the replay,
it was off the sleeping policeman.
On the inside of the exit, the Ascari.
Nice, did you see that?
Didn't see it, no.
Quite remarkable that literally even the rear wheels got off the ground. Tell you what, Kip will be having a trip to the chiropractor after that one.
He only misjudged the corner. This is Cairo Town now. This is he just misjudged the corner ever so slightly and got some air miles.
Achievement unlocked.
Did you see that, Alex? Did you get that on the replay, Alex? Tom?
I haven't got it, no, sorry.
Oh. Ooh. Well.
Baxter up into second, while him and Honig are duking it out through the Curva Grande. 2 teammates. We've already had 2 teammates come together at the second chicane on lap 1. What about lap 2?
Well, Faker are 1, 2 and 3, so if they're smart, they'll work together here to try and let Paul Denton escape properly, I would imagine.
Yeah, because they've got
do you think that's what they should do, Alex, at this point?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to hold off Jem, but
there's 2 of them, maybe.
couple of laps will make all the difference, you know.
Yeah, exactly that. It's just delaying the progress, isn't it? Where's Van Loozenord anyway? So he's behind. He's at the back of that group, but now they've let Bolt Bassi get alongside Jos Honig. I think Honig's he's still got a slipstream from his teammate Baxter. Bolt Bassi's going to sweep through though into the Ascari, and that is up into P3 for Core Sim Racing driver.
Top 10 at the end of as we come around to complete lap 2. Then it's Denton, Baxter, Bolat Bassi, Honig, Godfrey, Keithley. Then a few positions changing as they head down the back straight between Lebert, Depke and Van Loozenord. And Bolabasi might get second place by the time we get to the Rettifidio at the start of lap 3. Already at 1/3 distance in race 4 of the Formula Renault series here, and Bolabasi looks like he's going to get that second place.
John Godfrey's going to be really loving the fact as well that he doesn't seem to have got any damage off that incident.
Bolabasi was 1.2 seconds quicker.
Oh, what on earth has happened there?
What was going on there?
I think they were 3 separate spins, am I right?
On the replay. So it's
just
Godfrey's
synchronised spinning of the highest order?
Yeah.
This car's had it, unfortunately.
Or was there
for him.
contact at all?
I think Baxter might have just touched Chem, and Godfrey got on the brakes because he feared he was going to run into the back of those two.
Godfrey got on the brakes and locked the rears up massively. Oh, yeah, there might have been a slight touch, and then Honig spins avoiding Baxter.
Godfrey's had enough.
One of the craziest things I've seen in a long time.
He's done. Martin van Loozenord has just got past Tom Depker and is up into 6th. 6 positions gained as well for the Dutchman.
Yeah, there was just to confirm what you said, Adam, you were right. There was just a slight touch on the back of Chem Bolabassi's car from Stephen Baxter.
Unfortunately for Paul Denton, a 3-second lead after 1 lap. I don't think it's going to do him much good because Chem's got the gap down to 1.5 seconds already, with still 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 laps to go.
Does have quite a large gap behind that, though. That 3 seconds isn't a behind.
Yeah, a podium would still be would still be a very good result, wouldn't it? So
the Bolabasi and oh dear, no, not Bolabasi. Sorry, Keithley and Libera is now over 3rd and 4th, and they look like they're probably going to fight. Well, are they going to fight hard, or is Libera just going to stay with Jack? Is he pushing him there? I think. Yeah, he is.
250 kilometres
Is
an
it
hour.
making a difference? No, it's not really. I think that's roughly what they were doing anyway. But Lebed's going to go through regardless. On the inside, oh me.
And the race 2 and 3 winner, the race 3 winner I should say, yeah, through into 3rd position. UK and Ireland driver leading the way, International in 2nd, I think Cem Bolabasi from Turkey, and then Samuel Lebert in 3rd from France.
No, is Bolabasi, Alex, is he fully Turkish, or is he,
I'm
part
sure he
English,
is.
or what?
Oh no, I'm sure he is.
I'm just not sure. I'm just
Yeah.
not sure. That's all.
I think he is. I'm sure.
We'll
he
find
can
out. I'm
confirm
sure
at
he'll
some
tell
point.
us.
iRacing don't have a Turkish club, looks like on iRacing anyway.
Here's a question
He has
for
to
you,
fill
though.
the details in on the form himself, and he's got the Turkish flag there, so I'd say he is. Here he goes for the lead, though.
Is it? Quick question though. Oh, sorry, I'll say that afterwards. Adam.
Here we go then, Cem Bolabasi going for the lead up the inside into the Ascari chicane. Done deal, and he is through into the lead.
My
He
question-
didn't fight that at all, did he?
No, it was easy, wasn't it? My question for you, Alex, though, was: do you think it's the time that iRacing went to clubs made from countries in general, as opposed to wider ranging clubs, to make it slightly easier for us, or what?
No, not yet. You still don't have enough members yet, if I'm completely honest. That's the problem. So, they'll sit here, I think, and agree that, they need a good 200,000 active members before they're going to get anywhere near switching it over to individual countries. Yeah.
Josh Thompson's called it a night, and he's called it a night after his contacts with after his run-in with David Baker. A big one at the De La Roggia for Thompson.
Oh, off goes Honig. I think that's the same thing that happened to John Godfrey. He just locked the rears and he went left.
Oh, skidded out of the race. Well, he's carried on.
A replay
do
of
you think
that.
that's
We were
to do-
trying to find the one with Baker and Thompson, but a little bit far back. But let's see what happened to Honig here.
Really done, actually.
Alex, I
Like
know
on-
we mentioned that there could have been a tailwind going into the first chicane. Do you think that could be doing it?
I just happen to know that a lot of the drivers tend to set the brake bias for this car quite rearwards as well. Some of the setups that are thrown around on the forum definitely seem to have it quite a way back. And that's what happens. The car has a habit of doing that. If you brake just a little bit late, it's the rears that lock first, not the front. So, yeah, I'm an absolute, advocate of pushing the bias a little bit further forward and setting the car up so it turns by the mechanical settings rather than by the actual brake balance. And the beauty is I don't have that issue to worry about.
I'd rather lock the fronts than lock the rears.
Yeah, exactly. You just go straight on then, don't you? Rather than lose the car and just, so yeah.
And crash at 150 miles an hour, which is what happened to those two, yeah.
People do laugh, you know, when I hand over my setups and things like that, people do laugh at them when they see the brake bias so far forward, but it still turns.
Yeah, but you're the one laughing when they crash.
Exactly that. So yeah, just a bit of a rethink. You know, I just think, you know, build your set to turn more mechanically and get that bias forward. So silly things like that doesn't happen. But yeah, it's when you have it set like that, it will do it. The slightly cooler weather will also make it a bit more prone to that.
Ryan Littermore and Stephen Baxter going to battle and literally coming to blows there at the Rettifilio.
Gus Honig's bookended his evening with retirements. He's returned back to the pits after that car was undrivable.
Keith Philippe at it again.
Oh yeah.
Roger.
So Van Loosenhoff through into fourth.
And off into the gravel.
Next up for him is Samuel Lebert. Those two have battled quite a bit during this season.
I will say that I believe, and again this is probably cursing someone, I believe nobody's got disqualified tonight.
You'd be right. We've only had a few.
And I think that's the first possibly in the history of a BSR event.
Quite possible.
If nobody gets disqualified here, at least. Honig wasn't a DQ, was he? It's just retirement, isn't it?
And Thompson and Godfrey both retirements as well, so you'll be right there.
I know Martin will be glad that he's at least able to compete. I don't know what wheel he's got or if he's got wheel problems, but I know we spoke just yesterday on the phone. He told me he was having issues, so good to see. He's been able to, well, he would have taken over the lead of the series now officially, won't he? So 4 good results.
We'll be happy as well, yeah, because David Baker's in 12th position, second last in terms of cars running, and
Baker could have got the lead back if he'd have won the race that he was leading, I think. But yeah, Martin managed to come through to the top 5, I believe, there, and that was enough for him to retain it, and he's going to extend it now.
Oh, Denton's made a mistake through the first chicane, and Lebert is right on him like well, you insert simile here as they go through Curva Grande. Like a Scotsman on haggis.
Ah, there we go. You're allowed to say that.
First thing that comes into my head, yeah.
To the inside goes Lebert, who is French, so it doesn't apply, but Paul Denton drops down to
Martin straight through as well.
Oh.
Losing all through into third, so Denton in the space of 2 corners goes from 2nd to 4th.
May be able to hang on to this battle though and go through the exit out in the second Lesmo, which it looks like he's done. I think he's just about okay.
Top 10 is
going to get a nice run on Lebert as well.
Yeah, top 10 with 3 laps to go then. Well, about to be 2 laps to go. It's Jem Bolabati now leading Samuel Lebert, who's in 2nd. 3rd is Martin Van Loosenhoff. Those two are expected to battle then inside the final 2 laps. Then it's Denton in 4th. Then it's his teammate Jack Keithley in 5th. Christian Rose 6th. Depka 7th. 8th Baxter. 9th Littlemore. And Verke in 10th.
Baxter and Depka very, very close as well as they exit Ascari.
Oh yeah, Depka having to go.
Van Loosenhoff through into 2nd place already.
Oh. Nicely done. Well, he's going to be under pressure now though, with 2 laps to go.
Baxter and Depka, as Alex was saying.
Baxter up the inside for the Parabolica.
The
good exit, but you have to say Depka's going to come straight back at him here.
See the fire coming out the back of the exhaust there as they came over the line to start the penultimate lap. This is over 7th and 8th. Apex versus Faker.
Oh, Van Loosenhoff's made a mess of the Filio. And now it might give Samuel Lebert the chance to Curva Grande and towards the Variante della Roggia.
Here we go. Van Loosenhoff just moving across now. Lebert going to be careful because you don't want to get onto that grass before they get on the brakes. And Lebert's taking a bit of a compromising line there. He couldn't get back onto the racing line in time before the chicane. So yeah, he's lost a little bit of time to Van Loozenhoorn. He should be able to close it back up due to the slipstream that he'll get on the exit of the second Lesmo.
Not one person has got that cutback right in the Roger today. So that's homework for next time, I think, because when you're on the outside line, that is the better line. So I think someone would be able to make that work, but they haven't. Keithley and Denton close together. I think Denton might just let him go here.
Yeah, it's a teammate.
Yeah, makes sense. Libert with a beautiful run through Ascari, much quicker than Van Loozenhoorn, Adam.
Fine, I did have the championship standings to hand somewhere, but yeah, Denton doing well in the AMP championship as well, so he'll be happy with this top 5. But here comes Libert again. Going to start the last lap when we get to the line.
It's flown by this race, hasn't it? And is Libert going to fly by Martin Van Loozenhoorn now?
Last lap then.
France versus Holland in Italy.
Not really a big match in terms of football, but in motorsports it's turning out to be quite a good battle here.
Oh,
Loozenhoorn doing a fantastic job there, and nothing Libert could do, but he makes a right mess of the exit. This might be Libert's opportunity. He's got such a good run, he might even be able to get him into the De La Rogia hit.
by the way, it might be too late, but don't let the French and the Dutch hear you say that.
Going to do a run at the moment.
There'll be hell to pay there. As Samuel Libert now might make Martin Van Loozenhoorn pay. A couple of poor exits. Libert does squeak in front, but there is always the chance of a move into Lesmo 1. Leaves the door open, Samuel Libert, but Van Loozenhoorn decides he doesn't want to try it now. Probably ever go into Ascari.
Hey, well, I've got perfect symmetry here. The two pros at the top in first and second, then it's all the A classes, and then the B classes are all the ones that are out of the race. Just a thing I noticed. Yeah, here comes Van Loozenhoorn back into second. Now he's ruined it.
Can he keep it though? Here's the thing. Got the Ascari to come and the Parabolica. And Libert has been very strong through Ascari. Van Loozenhoorn's got a bit of understeer through there. Alex, it's all to play for with 1 corner to go.
Yeah, bit of trying to break the draft for Martin. Can he do it?
Well, one person that can do it, as Chem Bolabasi comes through the final corner. He's going to do it. He's going to win race 4 of the day. I think he's going to bookend the evening then. Won race 1. He's going to win race 4.
This is going to be close, but I think it's Martin's going to have it. Libert thought of the cutback option. He thought that was going to be better, but he just did not give himself enough space.
The best spinning at the line.
Epker and Baxter as well. This is going to be ridiculously close coming across the line. Fence between them.
And it is the other one. Is Baxter at the line?
He was
Little
very
more.
much on the inside bit though. There, I'm not sure you're really allowed to go over there, but I don't think it matters so much in iRacing terms.
Hutchinson and Ververke also very close. 200ths of a second. Oh, sorry, 2 tenths between them.
And Kip Stevens is just going through the second Lesmo as David Baker comes into the final corner to take 12th place.
I'm quite amazed that Stevens is still running, because surely he must have suspension damage after that incident at the Ascari. In fact, yeah, he does. You can see that front right wheel is actually tracking slightly outwards.
So it's not just the suspension that's hurting after that one.
Plus the front wing damage that he's picked up as well. And now he's just coasting it. For safety, I think, really more than anything, just trying to get to the end. And but it's more points again, isn't it, for Kip Stevens? It's you can tell that car's handling really, really badly, but just because of the way he's having to just nurse it.
The final corner he goes, and he will take 13th.
Having to turn the wheel, having to hold the wheel slightly, isn't it? Is he just going to pit? It doesn't make a difference, does it? He still finishes, and he still gets the points. Yeah.
Well then, yeah, Andrew, for the final time tonight, the results for race 4 of the day at Monza.
Okay, yeah, results time then for round 72 of the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship. Chem Bolabasi, a deserved winner by 6 seconds over Martin Van Loozenhoorn. Samuel Libert in 3rd, Jack Keithley in 4th, Paul Denton rounds out the top 5 with Christian Rose in 6th, Stephen Baxter 7th, Tom Depke 8th, 9th for Ryan Littlemore, 10th Roy Ververke, John McCutchinson in 11th, David Baker 12th, 13th for Kip Stevens, and then the retirements were Jos Honig, Josh Thompson and John Godfrey. Not a very good race. Adam, if your name starts with J-O, J-O, really?
No, or if you've got a B licence. Terrible day for Josh and John. They've got
and the other John didn't do massively well either in that one.
McCutcheon in 11th, yeah. So hopefully they will be hoping for more. They'll be hoping for more next week. We are now into the second half of the season. So we are on our way home now towards the final part of the season. And it's been a very good season so far. But have we got anyone for an interview? I don't think we do. So we'll wrap it up here at Monza. Don't forget, Thursday, British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship will be staying in Italy, but heading to Imola, where I think I'll be having a go at the Kia for that one. First time since December in the World Series, and that went okay.
That's going to be interesting then, Alex, for us, isn't it?
That's it. We'll be
We'll be cheering you on.
The second camera focus just on you. You can have a drink beforehand. Do some recording.
Didn't do me too much wrong, did it, Abby? Imola next week. I might see if I'm around to help with the Porsches, of course, the support race. But BSR race night Thursday 7:30 at Imola, as well as the British Sim Racers Touring Car Championship as well. So 4 races of that. That's going to be one to watch. And of course, at the weekend we've got the SRA Proto GT in the afternoon, and I think no V8 supercars this week. Andrew, I think that was last week, wasn't it? So, I
think we might. It's the last finish of the season, wasn't it?
Season's finished, yeah. Sunday, then, we will have the Mazda MX-5s, the final race meeting on Apex Racing TV of the IMSA Sports Car Series, and the Club 73 Touring Car Championship as well, which will be heading to Zolder. So, plenty of action still to come, but that is it from Monza. And my thanks to Andrew Woodhouse for joining me in the commentary box, and my thanks to Alex Simpson as always for being on the cameras. And it is a ciao from the Autodromo Nazionale Monza here in the iRacing MSA British Sim Racers Formula Renault Championship.